make an entrance right there. Come on.
Gentlemen and all dear friends.
It is so good to see you.
Oh, it is so good to see you too.
Thank you for doing the sketch.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I know.
Not 5 minutes ago.
No, you weren't in a giant bird's nest.
Not me.
Not you. That was not you at all.
It was not me. I was not here.
Thank you for always doing a.
Thank you.
A piece of Gilvin.
I was going to say.
Some bird feathers. Gilvin of the tree.
Oh,
now
no,
you're.
Gilvin. I'm.
Add that
am I
to
the
another.
First female to ever Gilvin.
Yes, you are. You're always making history. You're the best.
I feel so honored.
Every time we do a sketch, you're the first person we think of. We go, well maybe will Drew do this? And like, we can't call her too often.
It's fun. You can call me every day.
I know, but we don't want to abuse our privileges. You're like, Drew again.
We're family.
Last time.
I will always be here.
Last time we did a sketch together, do you remember this? We hooked.
Shakira.
Yes, we hooked up a lie detector to Shakira's hips.
Which was the best idea, and I was like, how did no one else think of this?
Yeah.
I asked Chris Miller, I was like, wait, what
And her
writer
hip,
came up with this?
And it turns out that her hips don't lie.
No, they don't. I mean, she said it, and she means it.
And yeah, she unbelievable.
She is so cool. She was so warm and nice and kind.
And you have your daughters, your beautiful daughters, Frankie and Olive were here.
I brought them because they're such uber fans of hers. And,
they're
you know,
gorgeous, by the way. I love those kids.
We live in, you know, a very sort of chill house. Like, it's not like fabulous people rolling through. So to get to go out and meet Shakira is like not normal and totally amazing.
And she was the best. But then after you left us, I think you were going to SNL rehearsal to go see Ariana Grande.
Like I said, we never get to see it.
yes, I'm sorry. No, but besides that day,
it was
seeing two of the biggest superstars of the world.
It was one of those days where I was like, this is so out of bounds of reality. Like, and Ariana Grande is the nicest person ever. We were like, we don't want to hold you up. And she's like, no, I'd rather hang out and talk. It was like, I love her so much. And then she'll DM me, but I don't know how to DM. So then she sent me a voice memo, and then I lost it because I think that's the point of voice memos. They don't last. I don't know how to save them. So if anyone knows how to get in touch with Ariana Grande.
Yeah, if anyone here friends with Ariana, just let her know Drew's trying to get a hold of him.
I'm so excited. I can't believe how do I
wait till you see her in Wicked, by the way.
I saw the trailer, everybody. Oh my God.
That's right. Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, get ready. It's gonna be unbelievable.
Even the poster makes me emotional. Like they nailed the one sheet. It's
the first shot of the hat, the Wicked Witch hat, and I go, oh, this is gonna crush.
It also, the director of Crazy Rich Asians did it, and I thought that was such an interesting choice because he's a really interesting visionary, and I'm glad to see also that it looks of this world, but not of this world. But sometimes things are so not of this world that I'm like, where am I?
No, I think it's a lot of practical sets on this thing.
I mean, I know it's Oz. I know it's not supposed to be downtown.
No, but the Oz that we know, it's practical.
And sometimes things are so sort of painted in later that it almost gets
CGI.
cartoony.
No,
and
this
felt so grounded, so emotional. Like we should be connecting right now.
Yeah.
And I just thought, okay, I can't get me to the date where Wicked opens.
Can I talk about you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I want to talk about you.
I would rather talk about Ariana Grande.
I know.
But yes.
No, I want to talk about you. Drew Barrymore's show.
What happens when I get to meet someone?
I
never stop talking about them.
Season 4, Drew Barrymore show. Congratulations. Just got picked up for season 5. Come on now. It's official. It's official. Season 5, man. You're crushing it. Me and my family.
I'm so relieved. I don't expect anything. I will never take anything for granted.
No.
Not a day in my life. Nothing is a guarantee. That is sort of life, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just appreciate everything as if it is a true gift and there's no expectations. And so this is such a relief. It's so exciting. We're so
Season
happy
5.
there.
I watch every day with my family. We watch every single day. You know who loves you? Dad Fallon. Jim Fallon, Sr.
Who, by the way, I heard it was Grandparents' Day yesterday at school.
Oh, trust me, yeah.
Yes.
Whew, I almost wanted to tie a balloon around Grandpa and so find out where he's wandering off to. I go, yeah. It was, but he was like, I love Drew. I love Drew. I watch every, I DVR her every single episode.
It means so much. I've now known him, almost 20 years?
20 years, yeah. He loves you. Yeah, he loves you. But with 4 I know he loves you. With 4 seasons under your belt, what did you learn? What are you learning now? What's some of the biggest things that...
I've learned so much.
Really?
I've learned to, I think, grow up a lot with the show.
Really?
Funny enough. Yeah.
In like a therapy way? No. Or in like a...
Yeah, in like a real life kind of way. Like nothing is... Nobody knows what it is you're trying to do until you do it. So while you're talking about it, you feel sort of silly because it doesn't exist yet. But then you're trying to convince people of what it is that you want to do. And so the pandemic changed everything so much. But I think it enabled us to make a show that's more about human beings, more about interesting conversations, a more like diversified portfolio where it's like, you know, human interest and design and food and life and news and amazing talk with people of note. And I just thought this is the day and age where we should make a show about everyone for everyone. And that was the goal. And I know that sounded crazy in 2019. But it ended up being the show that we ended up getting to make. And then it was a really rough start. It was live. It was 2020. I was nuts. I felt nuts. Everybody felt nuts.
You did great, but you started
I was by myself.
You started a show during a pandemic.
Yes.
Hello. That's really hard. That's the hardest thing you can do, but we needed you. And you were there for us. And it was awesome, bud.
You know what's so funny is like we all love an alter ego or a mask or something that we can pretend to be because it gives us this confidence and courage. I've never had a problem playing a part.
No.
You want me to be a Charlie's Angels? I'll be your girl.
Yeah.
You want me to be a cowgirl? I'll be that. You want me to be a teacher? I can do that. And all of a sudden it was like, be yourself.
You're like, what is that?
And I didn't know what that was in a work environment. In a professional, I mean, I know how to be professional, but it's hard.
That's interesting,
to
be yourself.
And
in front of millions of people.
I was a really big learning curve.
Next year, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it next year. Yeah, I'm going to try it.
I mean,
I'm looking forward to it.
This is my 14th time doing the show with you since you've become the host of The Tonight Show.
Thank you, bud. You're the best. Thank you for showing up.
What do you think has, like, because I still talked a lot about the show, but I do think that it has furthered me as a person, as one singular human on this planet. I've truly grown so much in my behavior and my, like, life, and it's been so complementary to raising kids and being a parent and all of that, real life stuff.
Yeah.
What has this taught you? In the last, I mean, how long have you been doing this? A long time.
Yeah, I mean, I get great reservations at restaurants.
Totally.
I was just thinking, because we just celebrated 10 years of this.
That's right, your 10th anniversary.
I think you just learn, and like, there's certain stuff, like, we're building a house, basically, right? And so you're always changing things, changing a room and changing another thing, but always change. But I think finally now the house is built, and we're living in it now. And it's like, now here we go. Now, the only thing you can get from experience and age. Kind of.
And that living in a house is also equates to some form of stability. And I think when these shows are launching, they need years to figure themselves out. Everyone needs runway. We so quickly lose our chances at things. And the fact that if you get a privilege to have some time and grow into that job, things take time to learn. You know, I got out there and I was like, hi, hi.
Yeah.
La da 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 da.
Try to get through the thing. Yeah. Yeah. I will say though, you just did the thing though. By the way, you held my hand, and then you didn't stop holding it, and I don't want to take my hand away from you. And I feel like your guests do that too, because you'll talk and they'll grab your hand, and then you end up hugging each other. And then you go, no one's letting go. And it's like, you wouldn't want to ever let go of Drew Barrymore who touches your hand. It's the best thing in the world.
But you also gave such a profound answer, and to have that insight into you, I know you well. And to hear that takes me aback, and I'm like, oh, you did build this house. And and you had to build a house on a legacy show.
Yeah.
I mean, I did The Tonight Show for the first time in 1982. That's so crazy, with Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
You know?
You were 7?
7.
We actually have a clip of you on Johnny Carson, your first appearance, talking to Johnny. Here's Drew Barrymore making her Tonight Show debut. Take a look at this.
And you do it, just give me a scream. Okay.
Just...
Guys, ready?
Okay, we're ready. That's a good scream.
Yeah.
Have you always been able to do that?
I practiced so much at home that I was able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day, I screamed my throat off. When I got home, I was sweating.
Yeah.
I needed to take a shower badly. I was filthy.
What are you doing? Who is that person? They're so charming. That is so charming, that person. And look at what a great woman you've become, that little baby. Come on.
You know what's so wild? And when I look at that, my legs don't touch the ground.
You're a baby.
And like, we all are growing up together.
Yeah.
You know? I'm 49 years old, and I'm just growing up with everyone.
Oh, you're phenomenal.
That's it.
We're so lucky
And my
to grow
legs
up.
touch the ground now.
Yes, exactly. See what happens now? I have something I want to talk to you. You're a partner now with Ring.
I'm very proud of this.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect match.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And so I love pets. And I already loved animals, and I was actually an ASPCA award winner for adoption and fostering.
Hey, no big deal.
It's like, I'm very proud of that one.
How many pets do you have? Because I met a lot of them, if not all of them.
I think I'm up to 9.
Ooh.
4 cats.
Yep.
Single, 4 cats. 2 dogs. Oh, no, 1 dog. Lucy passed away a couple weeks ago. I'm still not used to it.
I know.
I know. That's what happened.
But Douglas.
Douglas, who is a rescue, who's 14 and thriving.
Yep.
And then I have a fish, Bluey.
Yep.
Named after, yes, the show. And then I have Jeremy, the bearded dragon.
I know Jeremy. Jeremy lived on my shoulder for a little bit.
Jeremy is Cameron Diaz, too.
Yes, Cameron is the voice of Jeremy.
Yeah,
that's
and
correct.
you're Gary.
And you were Gary.
I'm Gary.
Yeah, but you still scared me, and then you took her nicely off my shoulder.
This giant bearded dragon who I'm so in love with, and Lucky and Jeremy, too, one of the cats.
Oh, I have a picture of Lucky and Jeremy. The cat really gets along with the dragon. Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
I know! If you want to know what my house is like, that's it. It's like, and then my daughter, she didn't tell me, but she went and decided to put her name in the raffle at school to win the snake. And she won!
Congratulations!
I was like, ah!
Yeah.
So now I'm the proud owner of a snake. Would you like to know the snake's name?
Yes.
Cecil.
Oh, Cecil. Cecil the snake. Are you kidding me?
Cecil.
Wow. So explain.
I have a lot of pets, and I was approached by Ring, and I thought, oh, you know what's so interesting? Like, I was wrapped up in monitors raising the 2 girls for years.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
and I wanted the corded ones because I just felt like.
You hear a noise, and then you look, and there's some frightening thing in the crib with like crazy devil eyes,
Yes.
and you go, oh, good, the baby's all right.
Yes.
Okay, great.
She's not sleeping, but she's okay.
Exactly, yeah.
So I was like, wait, I loved having the baby monitors, and they stay longer after babies. They go into toddlers. You have these monitors, and then I'm like, people have doorbell monitors for like surveillance, security, safety, and I was like, wait, this makes sense. Like, you could film your pets and make your own pet memes, and you could check in on your pets if you want. It was like, oh my God, peanut butter and chocolate. Yes.
Okay, yeah,
this makes
perfect.
sense. So, but also they're doing this really cool campaign where if you send in a photo of your pet, it will be eligible to be picked as one of the pet portraits representing Ring, and then that money, all of it goes to the ASPCA.
Yeah, that's right. You hashtag Ring Pets. So post a photo on Instagram or TikTok and just hashtag Ring Pets.
Yes, and your pet portrait, Ring Pet Portraits, you submit it, and maybe your loved one can be an ambassador for the Ring camera, and all the money goes to the SPCA.
Yeah, they're going to give it $10, yeah, to each up to $100,000, which is good, which is giant, up to $100,000.
Yeah, there probably should be more, too, I think, in
yeah,
the
we're
end.
going to, yeah. I don't know which one I'm going to post. This is Gary.
Oh, Gary!
That's my dog, Gary.
How old is Gary now? Gary's got to be 14.
I think she's 13 now, yeah. She lies about her age.
A lot of women do.
Here's me and Gary hanging out.
Oh, Gary!
St. Patty's Day, yeah. I got the paw there. Maybe I'll post that one. I just love that she just sleeps with the ball in her mouth. It's like the best.
Yeah, well, we all love to pacify. That doesn't change.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Before we go, you have a fun surprise for our audience.
I do, actually. So everyone in the audience is going to go home with these cameras so that you can take your pictures.
Come on, guys!